terms. Combining like terms. We'll go through this quick. Just a refresher. So like terms are just elements of an equation that match. And if you're looking at constants, constants only match other constants. Does anybody know what I mean by a constant? Something that stays the same. So an example would be 7. 7 is always going to be 7, right? It does equal 7. Whereas a non-example of a constant would be 7x. Because 7x could be 7, it could be 14, it could be 21, it could be 28, it could be 35, it could be 42, it could be 49. You get the picture, right? When it has a variable, it's not constant, it's varying. What's another example of a constant?
5.
Yeah, 5. If I wanted to combine these two terms together, what would I get? 12, right? 7 and 5 get me 12. So when I'm combining like terms, I'm adding them together. Combining. No, it cannot be a letter, not a constant. Constants are just numbers, but they can be any number you can think of. Yeah, no, because that x could be any number in the world.
Okay.
You know? Okay. And if I have like an x and a 7, can I combine those together? No, it would just be like 7 plus x, and that's as simplified as I can get it. Okay, and then variables only match when they have the same variable or variables and the same exponent or exponents. So like terms with variables would be like 3x and 4x, right? Same variable, same exponent. What do I get when I combine 3x and 4x? Yeah. Okay, another example, I could have a squared b and 8a squared b. Those have the same variables. They both have a and b and the same exponents, right? The a is squared, the b is not. So what would it be if I combined them? 9a squared b. Or just a little simpler if I have x squared and 2x squared. Same variable, same exponent. What do I get when I combine x squared and 2x squared? 3x squared. A lot of people want to like start multiplying and doing crazy things, but when we're just combining like this, all we're doing is adding. So non-examples, so examples that would not be like terms, and 4, right? I can't combine those together and get 8x. That's just 4x plus 4. Can I get another example of two terms that are not alike? Yeah, 4y and 4x. That doesn't just become like 8xy or something like that. Becomes just 4y plus 4x. Another example? One more. Two terms that are not alike. Yeah, 4y and 4. right? That's just 4y plus 4. I know someone else drew on it, but I don't want them drawing on it either. So don't draw on it, okay? So when we combine like terms, what we're doing is we're taking like terms and we're adding them or subtracting them. And kind of the key thing to remember, actually, I'll get to that in a second. So we're either adding or subtracting. And again, terms must have the same variable or variables and the same exponent or exponents to be combined. And we have this thing called the commutative property that allows us to rewrite the expression in a different order without changing the overall value. Do you know what this word means, commute? Just commute-ing. Anybody? You've never heard this word before? Yeah, to travel or move. Like if your commute to work is just how you get to work in the morning. So yeah, it's travel. So that commutative property allows us to move terms around. That's why 3 plus 2 is the same thing as 2 plus 3. I can move the terms around and they still are equal. It's like yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's do these examples together. So we're going to combine our like terms. In number 1, what are my like terms? 3a and 4a. What do I get when I combine 3a and 4a? 7a. What about number 2? What are my like terms? What do I get when I and this is what I was going to say. So, yes, but this negative, your negative signs always stick with the thing after it, right? So that's a negative 3y, okay? So I've got 7y and negative 3y, which gives me 4y, and then I still have that plus 2. Number 3, what are my like terms? Is that 4x? 4x. Huh? Yeah, I can't add that 4 with the 3x and the x. I've just got 3x and x, which gives us 4x, and then that negative 4, or minus 4. Okay. But I see a lot of people do like 3x minus x, but that's not right. That negative belongs to the 4. It always belongs to the thing after it. Okay, number 4, what are my like terms? 3s and 6s, and what else? 5. Yeah, 5 and 8. So when this is a positive 3s or a negative 3s? Negative 3s plus 6s gives me negative 3s? 3s. And what's 5 and negative 8? Negative 3. And so you can write that as 3s minus 3, or you can write it as 3s plus negative 3. Those are the same thing. I think this is less confusing, but isn't it always addition? Yes, but you will sometimes be adding a negative number, which is the same thing as subtracting. So, yeah. Okay, what are my like terms in number 5? 3x, 5a. 3x and 5x, and they're all, you can combine them all together? What about 4x squared and x squared, right? What's 4x squared and x squared? And then negative 3x plus 5x is positive 2x, right? So I do plus 2x. Okay, can we flip over to the other side, please? You're gonna get some practice. I'm not gonna have you spend a whole lot of time on this, but so what we're doing is we start at the bottom of the pyramid and work our way up. So I'm gonna look to see between these two boxes, I'm gonna combine the like terms. So between negative 2x plus 3 and x minus 5, what are my like terms? Yeah, and so what's negative 2x and x? Negative 1x. Negative 2 plus 1, right? There's an invisible 1 in front of that x, right? Negative 2 plus 1 gives me negative 1x, or just negative x. 3 and negative 5 gives me, yeah, negative 2. So now I've got negative x minus 2. Okay, and now I'm going to look to these two boxes. So x minus 5 and 3x minus 4. What are my like terms? Yes. So what's x and 3x combined together? And negative 5 and negative 4 combined together? Huh? Negative 9. Okay, between these two, 3x minus 4 and negative 8x plus 6, what are my like terms?
3x, 8x, 4, 6.
Yeah. So 3x and negative 8x give me? Negative 5x. If you have trouble with your negatives, know that you're not alone and know that you have your calculator there, right? And really all we're doing is looking at the coefficients, right? That number out in front of x. So 3 and negative 8 give me negative 5. And then what's negative 4 and 6? Yeah, positive 2. So do I just write a 2 like that? Plus 2, right? Good. Okay, we'll do one more together. I got negative 8x and 6 plus 6 and 8x minus 3. What are my like terms? Good. What do I get when I combine negative 8x and 8x? 0, right? So you can write 0, but you don't really have to. And then what's 6 and negative 3? Positive 3, right? So I just write 3 there. Okay, and then you keep going. So go all the way across, and then you'll combine these two together to get to this one, and then these two together to get to that one. But it's a pyramid, right? So it all builds on each other. So if you get one problem wrong here, then everything after it is going to get messed up. So be really careful. And if you want, when you finish a row, if you want to come up and check your answers with me before you move on, you can come up and do that. Okay. I'm just gonna go until 3:35. So 13 minutes. Do as much as you can. And if you finish pyramid A, you can start working on pyramid B. And again, if you want me to check your work, just come up and check.